All right, here we go. What's up, everyone? My name is AJ Wrights Crypto. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, June 19th. Dude, this month is already zooming by. Crazy. Got a handful of news stories today. Got some charts. Got some things to show you. Got some opportunities. Got all the things today. Excited to jump into it. Shout out to everybody in the chat watching the show live. I know some of you watch the show back later, but the people who are live in the chat, got to say what's up to them. Bitcoin, Henry, Blockchain, Bonehead, JC, Carter, Frosty, Corey, Leo, everybody, Total Clinic. What's up, Lee F? Good to see you guys. Dez is from the UK, watching from the United Kingdom. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm super excited. I will be flying to Barcelona on Friday. No live stream Friday, but the members only live stream will be tomorrow. Shout out to Avery, my bestie in the chat. You got to tell the chat, Avery. You got to tell the chat. What's up, bestie? How you doing? So, wow, where to even start, right? So, I mean, I was going to start with the prices like I usually do, but, we talked about earlier in the week how the guy from the SEC, David Hurst was his name, I believe, dropped out of the SEC. And I think, some of it could have been to do with the SEC took another L. They took another L. Big victory for Ethereum. Ethereum is not a security. We should have a party. I'll buy the ETH party. This is big. The SEC has officially closed its investigation into Ethereum, deciding that Ethereum sales are not security transactions. Consensus, a key Ethereum developer, views this as a win, but emphasizes the ongoing regulatory battle with the SEC. Of course, the crypto market celebrates the news, but some experts highlight the SEC's inconsistent treatment of cryptocurrencies, right? Because there really is no standard. That's not a surprise that we're still unsure after all of that. Remember, like last year when Patrick McHenry grilled Gary Gensler about he wouldn't say, what Ethereum was or was not. It is good to see that, something other than Bitcoin is considered a commodity. That is a really good start. Really good start. This is a turning point for Ethereum, and I'm super, I'm optimistic. The perfect storm is still brewing, despite the fact that, besides Bitcoin and Ethereum holding a lot of that value, altcoins have just been demolished. It has been rough. And Hawkeye in the chat says, love how that went so quickly and smoothly with ETH, but XRP is still tied up. I mean, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. XRP, I feel bad for anyone with a big bag of XRP. There was a portfolio rating yesterday, 30 leading with 31% or 35% or something like XRP. Man, I feel bad for that guy. Kimi Mookie says ENS up. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a chart we've talked about. That is a long-term option that I gave the Telegram group months ago. I think it was at like $12 at the time or something like that. What is ENS up now? Let's take a quick look at that. ENS. Yep, up 17%. Wow, 26.41. That was a hell of a call. At the time, it was like 12 or 13. Wow, nice. I have a couple thousand of that, so that's cool that doubled up. Good stuff. It's in the top 100 now. Still, it is crazy that how the top 100 is no longer like $1 billion requirement to be in the top 100. This is 97th at only 833 billion. So this thing obviously is going to continue to move. The supply situation is not the best. 31.5 into 100 max. That is something to keep in mind, but also just be aware of the vesting schedule if this is a project you're holding like myself. So I need to do my own homework on the vesting schedule for this one as well. I just kind of saw the writing on the wall. I know Vitalik, there was like a grant where he gave ENS extra money. They requested X and he gave them X plus. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of my sign right there. Yeah. And at the time I said it was only $12. So there you go. Do want to take an overview of the crypto market. Bitcoin, let's get a fresh refresh here. CoinGecko. Bitcoin still in the 64s. It's not what you want to see. Ethereum has woken up a little bit back to 3,500. Not bad at all. We got BNB 594. Solana 136. Solana feels really cheap right now. XRP still 49, Doge 12, Toncoin under $7. That feels like a buy. Cardano under 40 cents. That feels like a buy. Avalanche under 30. That feels, everything feels like a buy. Everything's dirt cheap right now. This is certainly, a good time to accumulate. Regardless of if the next month or two goes up or down or sideways or whatever, these are still good levels to buy at, considering where we're going to sell. There's a couple. Oh yeah, let's take a quick look at the gainers and the losers. Try to isolate some of that volatility, actually, let's look at the top 1,000 there for a second. Benji, BENJI, up 53%. That is, I'm pretty sure BEFE. That is also a base chain meme coin, doing very well. Geo Bowden even woke back up a little bit. That's cool. The MAGA hat up 40%. A lot of like the election type coins, moving here a little bit. Those are going to be in the front, in the front of everyone's minds. Excuse me, as we inch closer to the election. All right, top gainers and losers, top 100. Just like the top 1,000 was led by a meme coin on base chain pumping, the top 100 is led by a meme coin on base chain pumping. Brett, 17.6%. I gave a perfect setup to the Telegram group yesterday around 4:30, 5 o'clock. Ripped. I gave a bunch of setups that were really good for, probably 6-7%, but the setup I gave on Brett was the most profitable one of the ones I gave out yesterday. And it now is the top mover in the top 100. Congratulations to anybody in the Telegram group who got in on that action. Also wanted to show, had a proud new member of the Telegram group, I think last night or this morning, sent me this. Said, AJ, thank you so much. That Brett set up, it looked really good. I got in it. This is my first big win in the Telegram group. 116% win from the group. Congratulations. Not going to say names, but congratulations. Very proud of you. Knocked out your first 100% trade from the group. That's so cool. That's the stuff that just makes me happy. Congratulations. What a trade. Good job. All right. Pendle up 15%, ENS up 17%. Fetch waking up a little bit, but Fetch is still so undervalued. But that's because, guys, with Fetch and AGIX and Ocean, I got out of those positions because I knew that the uncertainty of the merge was going to scare people away, and the date keeps getting moved back. It was supposed to be this month. It's next month now. Who knows if that day will stick? It's a lot of scary, I'm just going to wait for the merger in terms of that. Phantom up 10%. Love to see that. Y'all know how much I love FTM. The graph woke up a little bit back to 21. I bought some graph at 20 cents. Why the hell not? Everything's up kind of 5%. A lot of the little things up 5%, 4%, 6%, stuff like that. In the loser section, Jasmine down 6.5 back into the twos. That is unfortunate. I feel that, long term, I still think Jasmine is going to be big. I think this is a good opportunity to accumulate Jasmine, if anything. Biggest loser for the day in the top 100. We got Starknet down 4, Jupe down 2, Toncoin, Notcoin, Dogwhip all down between 1% and 2%, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. I do want to say really fast, big shout out to the sponsors of the show. We got Market Cypher, Phemex, BAZED. Shout out to Crypto Chips. Get rich or get wrecked. We are going to have a new Grogger drop come relatively soon. And also, there's a couple other things happening in the background I can't talk about just yet, but they are coming. I'm super excited. Also want to say, yesterday I put a tweet out that I did on BAZED. I bet Stanley Cup Finals Game 5. The Panthers are beating the Oilers 3-1, and I said, man, I think the Oilers are going to have to come out swinging. They're going to have to come out swinging, and for them to continue to make it 3-2 instead of lose the Stanley Cup, they're going to have to score the first score of the game. That made sense in my head. It had pretty good odds, 250 in, 500 back. I was called that one correct. Big shout out to BAZED.bet, sponsor of the show. Make sure you click the link down below in the description. And as you can see now, the Panthers are leading 3-2. That game ended 5-3 last night. I'm not sure exactly when Game 6 is. Let's check it out really fast. Game 6. I have been enjoying betting on the Stanley Cup. Yeah, Friday, June 21st, Panthers, Oilers. There you go. I'm pretty sure it's a home game for the Panthers as well. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure the Panthers are going to put it away, to be honest. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, big shout out to BAZED.bet. I'm glad that I scooped that win up. Pretty cool. All right, so got a handful of stories here. Before I get into that, before I get into the stories, where is it? Okay, so right here, this is the setup that I gave last night. I gave a bunch of setups last night because there was a pattern that I saw on a lot of altcoins. A lot of altcoins. If you see here how the price is coming down, and then you see anchor wave, trigger wave, bullish divergence with volume above, closing above the 50 EMA on the 12-minute with bullish divergence with volume below support resistance. In these situations, closing above the 50 is more important than the alarm going off. This is when I would suggest getting in the trade before the alarm even goes off. All right. At this point in time, Brett was at 12.6. I posted this setup in the Telegram group yesterday, around 4 or 5 o'clock. All right. Here's the chart now. You see that little yellow line? That is where we got in, right above where it closed on the 50 EMA. Top to bottom, 25.3% in 9 hours. Not bad. Not bad at all. Guys, I'm telling you, anytime you can catch a bullish divergence, look at this. This is like literally the perfect setup. We're coming down the hill. We've been getting demolished. Anchor wave, trigger wave, bullish divergence. At the same time, we're closing above the 50 EMA. And, you could have even gone from 12.8 if you wanted to. You could have set your order there. I know I went a little early. I know people in the group went a little early. And guys, top to bottom, 25% move. That is amazing call. Just yesterday from the Telegram group. Just yesterday, we nailed this move. Super excited about that. Since then, it has come down, probably 7% over the next 8 hours. It is kind of like sitting right here on the support resistance level at 14.6. It is, looking like it's actually going a little bit below, closing below the EMA, but is putting up a fight. I think this is a kind of a wait and see kind of game right here because it is sitting on support resistance and it easily could reclaim that 50. I'm not really sure if I'm taking this one for a short. It could easily do one of these. I'm going to be a little bit patient for this particular coin, considering how much volatility, how much attention is on the base chain meme coins right now, where Brett is the leading base chain meme coin. All right. So big shout out to anybody in the Telegram group who nailed that trade yesterday. Like I said, someone from the group nailed this trade. They were so excited, sent me this really happy email. That is the stuff I love to see. And guys, if you want to join the Telegram group, guys, send me an email, ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We are killing trades every day, every single day. And I have a handful of charts I want to show you at the end of the show. And I'll even show you some of the charts that I gave to the Telegram group other than Brett yesterday that were also profitable trades as well. All right. So handful of other stories here. And so here's the first one. Base meme coins surge up to 116% as the SEC drops Ethereum investigation. The meme coins kind of travel around from Ethereum to Solana. I know there was a little rip on Avalanche there for a little while. Right now, the attention is on the base chain. All right. Closes investigation. All right. The new meme coin, Farcaster Flower. The first Flower token is up 116%. Benji, the one I showed you that was the leading coin in the top 1,000, also did very well. Burf, Weirdo, Pola, Normie, Wolf, Degen, Roxy, Poncho. Guys, you gotta, if you're gonna play that game, turn your attention to the base chain right now. It is doing very well. Personally, I am not a dart thrower meme strategy. That's not my go-to game. I always day trade established meme coins in the top 100 that have large volume, large liquidity on my exchange of choice, which is, of course, Phemex. Even if you go here to Phemex, all right, and you click on this. All right, so we have IOU. This is a new coin. We put a chart up on that one in the group yesterday. 18.6 million in volume. Brett, 11.95 million in volume. Not 9.3. Shiba, With, BB, Sui, Matic, Toncoin, Doge, Pepe, Phantom, all above 7 million in volume. This is my strategy. But I always do appreciate, and we'll keep an eye out for the next ones coming up, especially when a certain chain breaks out like Base Chain has here in the past little while. There seems to be a pattern here, guys. So definitely turn your attention towards the Base Chain. Also, we talk a lot about Notcoin. We talk a lot about Notcoin on the show. Basically, I put that one on the group. I even talked about it on the show well before it more than doubled in price, but basically it didn't really have a strong start. It was kind of like, and then I was like, come on, this thing's attached to Telegram. This thing's attached to Toncoin. Toncoin went from $2.50 to $7-8 like that, and I was kind of thinking, like, if this is like the first coin that's also in the Toncoin ecosystem, like this, and it had an airdrop, had all the news, I was like, yeah, this thing's going to do really well. And, I more than doubled my money on Notcoin. I've also consistently traded Notcoin, going long, going short on Phemex. It's one of those coins that on that list I mentioned that has a lot of volume. Well, guys, there is another play to earn game with an airdrop coming on Telegram. All right. This one is called Hamster Combat. This is not a paid ad or anything. I just saw airdrop Telegram. Hey, this might be good. Should you play the Telegram game ahead of the airdrop? So this is blowing up, and there was going to be a ton token launch and airdrop. So I believe this will have its own coin, just like Notcoin. I believe, more than 150 million people are playing the game now, and that is kind of the beauty in terms of the ton Telegram strategy. Is that how many people already have access to Telegram? All right. You kind of got to think like, damn, so this gets baked in so much attention. All right. So guys, keep an eye out for Hamster Combat. There is an airdrop coming. Why not get involved? All right. So definitely do some homework and figure that out. It shouldn't be too hard. Hey, a lot of also some news building for VeChain. Love to see that. So this article here is in reference to the VBetter DAO. So crypto commentators show support for VBetter DAO. Crypto Busy, not sure who that is, thinks that the VBetter DAO is a groundbreaking event for VET, which I believe is true. VBetter DAO will introduce a quadratic voting and rewards with the Vote and Better tokens. So the mainnet for VBetter is on June 28th. And basically, it's incentivizing everybody to make the right decision. It's incentivizing everybody. If actually this cup was the cup that they gave us when I spoke for VeChain at the UFC mixer, the VeChain mixer at the UFC Performance Institute. And basically everyone got one of these cups, and there's this app called Mugshot. And because instead of using a paper cup and, creating more trash, we're going to make the sustainable decision and use a reusable cup. And you take a picture of that, you upload it to Mugshot, and boom, you get free tokens by making the right decision. And that goes far past drinking coffee. That could be, driving an electric car, carpooling to work, so many things that you can, be incentivized to do to make the right decision. And guys, it's not, some people might think like, oh, this is kind of a cheesy idea. Well, and I have heard people say that. All right. But what's not cheesy is the Boston Consulting Group, the same group that did the projection saying that the RWA narrative is going to be worth $26 trillion by 2030. That same consulting group, BCG, did a study that the sustainability narrative is likely to be north, I believe, of $18 or $20 trillion by 2030 as well. So I think that is kind of the allure of VeChain. They're not just shooting at that one RWA narrative. They're also shooting at sustainability with which both of those sectors have massive projections based off Boston Consulting Group, which is, the best consulting group in America, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's like empirical data, guys. That's like hard numbers. So, hey, big shout out to them. June 28th, VBetter DAO. There you go. So, I mean, I already believe that the war on crypto is starting to end, but Donald Trump recently has promised to end Joe Biden's war on crypto, and that really is a fair way to word it, in my opinion. What else could it have been? How else would you word what we have seen, the attacks to this industry, the coordinated attacks on crypto in the past little while? I mean, it's certainly a war. They have certainly tried to suppress and fine and, regulate by enforcement this whole way. And I'm for it. I have to be a one issue voter. Do I think Trump is perfect? No. Do I think he's made some mistakes? Yes. No one's perfect. But it really does come down to which option is the best option for crypto in the long term. That's it. That's my answer. You know what I mean? So it's really not as political as some people would like to make it. Obviously some people, even like in California, like, oh, if you vote for Trump, you're a racist, or if you vote for Trump, you're a this or a that. I'm just like, I just want America to be, I want global crypto to be encompassed around America. I want America to set the standard for positive crypto regulation that encourages blockchain to, be our baby and to make everyone money. Like, I don't know why they would turn their back. I mean, and Gary Cardone, in the interview I did with Gary Cardone, part 1 is already live on the channel. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Part 2 is coming pretty soon. And he was like, not once has America been behind in a leading industry. I mean, like, look at, like, what did he say? Like rockets and technology and the internet and computers and war. Like, we've been the leader of every like groundbreaking technology through history. Why is blockchain the one we're going to say no to? That makes zero sense. Ultimately, it's a tool. Just like you're going to build a house. Well, you need a hammer. Well, the internet is the tool, and some people use the internet for bad, or some people use the internet for good. Blockchain, just like the internet, just like a hammer, is ultimately a tool, and you can use it for good or you can use it for bad. And hopefully it gets regulated properly, and it incentivizes people to want to create blockchain projects and grow blockchain awareness and education here in America. It's only going to help us in the long term. I have had honest conversations with Jada about moving out of this country. Honest conversations. And I don't want to leave. Do I hate paying the amount of taxes I pay? Yes. It's disgusting. It's like, Jesus, dude. It's insane. But other than that, I really like it here. My whole family's here. Everyone I know is here. I'm not trying to leave. And hopefully this all gets solved in November, at least for 4 more years. Sweet. Let me check out the chat here for a little while. I already ran through all my stories, but that makes sense. We're already about halfway through the show. I definitely have a handful of charts that I want to show you guys, some ideas I want to talk about. And there's one thing I want to get into before I do that. I'm going to take a second to say what's up to everybody in the chat. All right, we got Ricky Burris. Shout out to Ricky Burris. And guys, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications. We do have the members only live stream tomorrow at 1 or 1:30. Very excited for that. Shout out to Lou Crivity, Crypto Knight, James Shank, Carter, Des, Jeanette, Karen Harris. Good to see y'all. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Sweet. So couple things. So I have some new links down below in the description. The first one is if you guys want to get a ticket for Bitcoin Miami. Excuse me. I said Bitcoin Miami because it was in Miami last year. Bitcoin Nashville. All right. If you click the link down below and use the code AJ Writes Crypto, you will get 10% off on your ticket for Bitcoin Nashville. And guys, make sure in the next 9 days, the ticket prices increase. And you also get a break on price if you pay in Bitcoin, a pretty significant one. And guys, if you have never been to a crypto conference, you are missing I could not imagine doing crypto alone. Crypto is difficult. I could not imagine doing it by myself. And this is the place. Places like this is where the doors open, where the opportunities open, where you meet new friends, where you get in, new alpha groups, where just more opportunities just magically open up. Like you're like, I had no idea what consensus was going to mean for me. I went to consensus to watch J-Chain fight. And hey, I landed some deals at consensus. I got some good interviews at consensus. I still need the footage from VeChain, but hey, you can't have it all. But these are the places where the doors open, guys. I'm telling you, whether it's Nashville or Rare Evo or whatever, if you have never been to a crypto conference, make it happen. I'm telling you, why not? Why not put yourself out there? Why not meet new friends that are like-minded? And this is a place where doors open. It's that simple. July 25th and 27th. And hey, July 27th, that's my birthday. July 27th is my birthday. I'll be turning 33 at Bitcoin Nashville. Maybe I'll have a birthday party. I don't know. And July 28th, I'm actually seeing A Day to Remember in Nashville. That's one of my favorite bands ever. It's going to be so sweet. And also, if Nashville is too far, say you live on the West Coast, say that's not your favorite city, I will say, I also, in the links down below, I have tickets for Rare Evo. The Rare Evo is going to be August 15th to 17th at the Caesars Palace. I thought it was at the MGM Grand. They must have moved it to the Caesars Palace August 15th through 17th in 57 days. This is going to be in Viva Las Vegas. Last year, Rare Evo was in Denver. Now it is going to be in Vegas. And guys, this is going to be an amazing time. Man, like Cardano, ICP, Mark from Algorand, just so many projects. Sappy Seals is going to be there. I know VeChain is going to be there. It's going to be an amazing conference. Rare Evo did a really good job last year. It's going to be even better and bigger this year at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. And I will say, I have not announced it officially, but I am speaking at Rare Evo. I am speaking at Rare Evo, and I'm very excited. I'm not going to announce about what or with who yet, but I will go as far to say I am speaking at Rare Evo. And if you want to go to Rare Evo in Las Vegas, click the link down below, get 5% off on your ticket. And I also am going to do a giveaway for a ticket with a +1 to go to Rare Evo. The thing is, the airplane and the hotels are not included. It's just a ticket to get in. So if anyone, I would say, if you want to get in on this interview, send me an email to ajalphagroup@gmail.com, the same email for the Telegram group, okay? If you want to get in on the Rare Evo ticket, say you live in the Las Vegas area, say you live in California and you're willing to drive, or you're willing to get there and willing to, if you have a hotel, or say you live in the area, which would be like optimal person, I will put all these names together and, put them through a random number generator and pick a winner. All right. I will promote this for, probably a week or so, maybe a week or two, so people have a chance to hear about it. But I am giving away 2 tickets to Rare Evo. So for one person and their +1. So if you live in the area, let me know. I would love to, make sure I can make that happen. I'm really excited for Rare Evo. This is my first time I'm speaking at like a big conference like that. So I can't announce with who or with what yet, but that announcement will come, and it will be, you guys will be pretty excited. I'll say that much. All right. Checking out the chat. Oh, thank you guys. I do appreciate you. JC, hey, maybe JC will win. He's close by. Someone said in the chat, good time to buy PYTH. Anyone? Yeah, I could check that chart for sure. Algorand is not a security. I completely agree. And guys, make sure, like Carter Pennington said in the chat, make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would appreciate it. All right, let's hit the charts. Because yesterday in the Telegram group, like I said, there was a big pattern of bullish divergences. 12-minute chart, which is one of my favorite charts to look at. Bullish divergence with closes above the 50 on the EMA. And that started with no other than Bitcoin. Even if you did this idea with Bitcoin top to bottom, it was still worth 1%, and you're just about even now. But still, the scalp was there. All right. And that's also a big reason of why I really don't trade Bitcoin. I always trade the alts, but I always keep an eye on Bitcoin, no matter what. So where are we at with Bitcoin? Where are we at? What can we expect? Well, first of all, let's zoom out. 6-hour chart. As mentioned yesterday, guys, the death cross, the 50 going under the 200 is incoming and imminent on the Bitcoin chart. That is not what we want to see. That is not good. All right. That doesn't mean there's not scalps in between or whatever, but it is a little brutal. Also considering that, we've been putting in the series of lower highs. What could happen? We did have a death cross here, to be fair. All right. And how long did that last? From the moment of the death cross into the moment the bull cross back over, it was about 19 days and 6 hours. All right. So it's not the end of the world that we have a death cross. We could easily come down here, or even come down here, or even come down here, come back. And once we come back, it's very important that we break this baby downtrend or put in a new all-time high. We need to break structure. Structurally speaking, at this moment in time, this is really not looking good, guys. We were looking pretty here for a little while, holding 66,000, which is right around here. All right. And you can see, like, with these handful of wicks here, wick here, it made sense. We were doing good holding that level. All right. And there was also, we were so close getting back to 70. It felt like we could pop back up at any moment. Once we lost 66,000, that was kind of the beginning and the end. All right. And that was really like the break of structure that I always talk about. All right. So now what? Right. Well, now what is we look at in the past of, okay, where could we land? Like, where is their support resistance? There's support resistance right here. All right. If we talk wick, touch, and then, even we wick to it and bounce off of it already. What is this level? This level is 64.3, 64.4. All right. There's also SR at 61.9. Let's just say 62. There's SR at 60,200. And the big one we cannot lose is at around 56.5. This is the low. Did I mean to move that level? This is that local low from when we came down and touched towards the end of April, beginning of May. All right. So structurally speaking, we have to bounce above. When we bounce, it has to be above this level. All right. Really, like, we could even bounce here. We could bounce at 61. We could bounce at 63. Like, it doesn't have to be this crazy downfall. I mean, there has to be a point where Bitcoin plants his feet and turns around. We've seen these kind of traps before. I think, this is certainly an attempt to trap the bears. We talked a little bit about that yesterday. I'll throw that little chart up that a bunch of people tweeted to show you my example of the why for that. But, basically what you're going to do here, guys, you're going to draw this downtrend. Let me change the color of this so it doesn't mesh with my yellow support resistance levels. I want to make it blue. Okay. So you're definitely going to want to understand that Bitcoin is in a downtrend like this. All right. And setting the alarm for the bottom of the downtrend really isn't necessary. That doesn't really help you with anything. But if you certainly want to set an alarm, I would definitely elongate it a little bit and set an alarm. Let me get that touch just about right. All right. You're going to want to set an alarm on this downtrend here, because that's the downtrend Bitcoin's in. And if we break out of that, you're going to want to know, even if it's not at a support resistance level. So, we could kind of wiggle here, bounce. We could come up, touch it, put in a lower low. We could move like that, which is sort of like how we've moved so far. But you're going to want to keep a close eye on that downtrend. It's that simple. All right. All good. And guys, Bitcoin dominance, man, this has a lot to do with your browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. Can you guys see my screen? Thumbs up or thumbs down. Can you see my screen? Because I just got a notification saying that you can't. I will check the Ondo chart for sure. Let me know if you can see my screen, fam. I have a sip of coffee. Okay, you can see my screen. All good. I got a notification on my other one StreamYard here that I lost connection to my screen. Okay. False alarm. False alarm. So where was I? Yeah, Bitcoin dominance. And this guy really does tell a lot of the story. Bitcoin dominance is about 55%. So all of crypto, out of all of crypto, 55.4% is just Bitcoin. All right. And when Bitcoin dominance pumps, altcoins dump. Bitcoin dominance came down, testing the EMA. Altcoins are up 5%. Even though they're barely making back, most of them are barely making back gains. We do want to keep a close eye on Bitcoin dominance because this is kind of the determination of, okay, what are the altcoins going to do? What are the altcoins not going to do? What I want to see Bitcoin dominance lose this. I want to see Bitcoin dominance plummet because we want altcoins to control more of the share. All right. It is kind of rough, especially when you, first of all, look at, say, the total crypto chart, like all of crypto added together. All right. We're sitting around 2.3 trillion. We have, just like Bitcoin, if we kind of come into a 2 hour here, just like Bitcoin are in basically a downtrend. All right. You're going to want to be aware of that downtrend. You're going to want to alarm that up because, the total chart can tell you a lot, based off of whatever your strategy is. You still need to be aware of charts like dominance. You still need to be aware of charts like the total 2, the total 3. Basically, the total chart is all of crypto added together. Total 2 is all of crypto added together without Bitcoin. And total 3 is all of crypto added together without Bitcoin or Ethereum. Okay. And the stable coins are included in every one of those charts, which is, you need to know that. But still, we are kind of in this straight up downtrend here on the total chart. It will take time. We're also stuck between, I would like my conditional type levels, 2.57 trillion and 2.17 trillion. Okay. And you can see the implications here. I mean, obviously, it's not bullish for altcoins if the total chart is like this. That's not what we want to see. All right, so be aware of this downtrend. Secondly, coming to total 3, which is the altcoins. No Bitcoin, no Ethereum, just the altcoins. The altcoins all together are worth $597 billion. So under $600 billion is every altcoin in crypto added together. That's not good. That is really not good. But here is kind of what my idea. This is a 2 hour chart scrunched up. So we had some pretty sick runs, to be honest with you. Like back in December, all right, when we had those pumps, we were really only around 534 billion at the top, the support resistance level here. All right, back here, we were only at 476. All right, so, this thing has made some progress. Okay, ultimately, local high for altcoins, 776 billion. This is when, the graph was at 50 cents. Algorand was at 30 cents. Everything was ripping. That's where we were. All right. Since then, we have put in a series of, you can even kind of draw it like this now that one has expired. But look, in April, we wicked down to here. In May, we wicked down to here. Here we are, present day. The support resistance level for total 3 is at exactly 578.2 billion. All right. Look at what we haven't lost. Look at what we haven't lost. Look at what we haven't lost. Support resistance on the total 3. There's my song. Okay. So this is really good that we actually, if we lose this level, that will be a straight up loss of structure. Bad news bears. But hey, we've bounced off it here. We bounced off it here. We could bounce off it again. So also zooming in on the 2 hour here. Oops, did not mean to draw that. You're going to want to be aware of the downtrend itself. Let's get rid of market cipher and all this. And just look at this bad boy. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Very sharp downtrend. Very sharp downtrend. That kind of tells me this thing is not going to be that hard to break out of. All right. And you can kind of see the big picture of it here. So guys, make sure you have an alarm on this downtrend on the total 3. And you want to keep a close eye on it getting back above the 50 EMA, and also big giant alarm for the total 3 right here at 578.2 billion. That level right there. We lose that, altcoins lose structure collectively. All right. Worth keeping an eye on. All right. So handful of charts I gave out to the Telegram group yesterday, BB being one of them. I have no idea what this coin is, but it has a lot of volume on Phemex. And when things get a lot of volume on Phemex, I get all crazy-eyed. All right. And look, this line right here is where we went. And look at the build up to this. Anchor wave, trigger wave, textbook bullish divergence on market cipher. Close above the 50 EMA, top to bottom, worth 8%, rejected by the 200, worth 8% in 7 hours. That this position was given to the Telegram group yesterday at this yellow line. Not bad. Sometimes, guys, that my close above the 50 with confluence, in this case, the confluence being the bullish divergence, very effective strategy. Very effective strategy. And look, things haven't really changed from where it is now. We're back below the 50. I would say this level is kind of where the separator for this level would be at right at around almost 41 cents, a little teeny bit under 41 cents. So I would say definitely conditional range between 41 and 38.6. And certainly keep a close eye on that EMA cross on the 12-minute chart. This strategy has been working for us. This has been certainly a rinse and repeat type of trading. Guys, like when you get these positions where, I'm not even going off an alarm level, but off of, a close above the EMA, you got to move fast. I mean, we're talking, between 8 and 7%. And here's the truth. If you're aware of a move, you get in on that move, and from top to bottom, it's worth 7 or 8%. This is what the newbies need to learn. If the move is 7 to 8%, if you get 2%, you did really good. If you get 3%, you did really good. Like, it's not about squeezing all the juice out of the fruit. It's about consistently doing what you can, taking what you can get, like with an effective strategy. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. That's the strategy. And that is where you introduce leverage. I don't want people in the group using too much leverage and using too much money right off the drop. I don't care about your ego. Your ego means very little to me. I would be happier if someone was in $50 trades at 2 or 3x leverage and wins 9 trades in a row. Because then I'm like, okay, you're getting a feel for it now, right? You're getting a feel for it. Now you scale up. Now you take a step forward. You don't need to be throwing a bunch of your bag. You shouldn't be in a position. Some traders say more than 4 or 5% of your bag. Some traders say not more than 1% of your bag. You got to use those risk management tactics, guys. You have to. It's really it really is the truth. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, Ondo. That's right. I know. Everyday Algonaut in the chat. Shout out to him. I know me and him, we're going to hang out. We're going to get coffee. Maybe we'll get a lunch or something in Barcelona. Looking forward to it. And smash the like buttons if you like tokenized gold RWAs on Algorand. Shout out to Everyday Algonaut. I do appreciate it. Crypto Knight. I lost my second trade ever last night because I got greedy, all a part of the learning curve. Well, Crypto Knight, all those positions I gave were good for, that 5, 6, 7%. Even Brett was like 25%. You got to move that stop loss up as you go, and man, that's the secret. That really is the secret. Move that stop loss up. Every position I gave yesterday was an absolute killer. And yeah, this is another one. I'll show you guys. I'll show you some of the bag right now. IOU. All right, this is another one. IOU. I have no idea what it is, but it has a shitload of volume on Phemex. Okay. The idea was, so here was the bullish divergence. Here was the close above, right around here, top to bottom, 7%. Even if you only got to the wick, 6%. And then it hit the 200 EMA, to definitely target 200 EMA, and came down from there. But hey, that was still a 6-7% move. If you got 2%, you did really good. That's what I'm saying. All right. That was another consistent trade I gave out yesterday. But now kind of look at where we are. So we kind of want to, local time frame stuff. We'll certainly be aware of this downtrend. I would just draw that top line and set an alarm on that, and also kind of keep that in mind with the positioning of the 50 EMA, as it is kind of split on the EMA right now, kind of a wait and see type moment. But there will be a point of intersection here because, if you want to use the conditional range of 398 instead of the EMA, you can. All right. Also, the short move would be 368 down here, but there will be a point called a point of intersection where the price will either be forced to break out of this little local downtrend from these 3 touches here, or it will lose 368. So this is where you're isolating the chart. You're putting the chart in a position where something has to happen one way or the other, and you trade the direction of the break. This is what I mean by waiting for something significant to happen. A lot of people only want to trade when they feel like it. Some people only want to trade when it looks good. No. We are forcing this chart to go with these touches here, with these conditional ranges. It is either going to have to go here or have to go there, and we are going to trade the break. That is how you attack a chart like that. That is IOU on Phemex. Even Whiff posted this one last night in the Telegram group. All right. Very similar situation, guys. They were all the same setup. Look, bullish divergence. All right. Coming red, getting less red on the money flow on Market Cipher. Coming from the bottom of that downtrend. You see that gray line? That's the downtrend for Whiff. All right. It closed above the 50 EMA just about the time it hit 202, which was a level for a conditional range before. Let me move this little 202 fella out of the way. Okay. So let's just say we go long from not even the close above, but from 202 itself to the EMA, another 6.8% trade right there. Nothing to it. And guys, a lot of times in these types of trades, the 200 EMA is your target. And that's exactly where it got rejected from. All right. So nothing crazy there. Pretty simple cut and dry trade. And guys, and that was there was more to it than that. I'm not going to show every chart I posted in the Telegram group, but there was a handful of charts that I posted that all had very, very similar setups. From BB, IOU, Whiff. I know there was Notcoin, Jasmine, Brett. And if you are late to the show, I am going to talk about this one more time because I'm very proud of it. Last night I posted this setup in Brett. This is the actual screenshot of the setup I posted. And as you can see, we have bullish divergence, anchor wave, trigger wave here. Oops. All right. You see that? Anchor wave, trigger wave. And then the price was just closing above the 50 EMA on the, on the 12-minute chart. And it was approaching 12.8. And I said, in this situation, you could even go long because see the gap in the volume, how the volume doesn't wake up until it's well into the 13s up here. You could go long from here, and closing above the 50 EMA in this case is more important than closing above that 12.8 range level, conditional range level. All right. I got a really excited email from someone in the group that just won their first trade over 100% off of this setup that I posted in the group yesterday. 100 and basically 117%. Amazing job. Love to see it. And guys, remember when I posted this setup, when I posted this setup here, wait, where's the button? This one. The price for Brett was at 12.6. The price for Brett was at 12.6. The price for now, here's the Brett chart. That yellow line there is where I went long. This is where I told the group to go long. Top to bottom, 26% in 10 hours. In 10 hours. Same thing. If you're still in the trade, you're still up. You're still up 15.7%. Shout out to everyone in the group. And now, what about Brett right now? All right. Let's talk about this. This thing has actually kind of planted its feet and continued to move since we talked about it last. All right. And, we kind of do have this little green dot moving up on Brett. All right. We also have this clear spot where it has planted its feet. So I would say the loss of 14.2, the loss of this level would be a cut and dry short. But it's also, this is a case where could this alarm here go off? I don't know if I have that number written down, but we're at this level here now, right? This level is at 14.6. If this alarm goes off, do you get in the trade? No, you don't. You know why? Because the first thing on what I like to call the confluence checklist is to close above the 50 EMA. So we are waiting for Brett to once again close above the 50 to go long. And even if you scalped from the close below the 50, I mean, you still made 2.9%. I'm telling you guys, this strategy is straight dirty. This strategy is dirty, like good dirty, like how the kids say it. You know, I'm cool. So man, I'm keeping a close eye on this. I know a lot of people in the group wanted to see Ondo. Let me come over to my GRT chart here. And hey, this is another one. You know, I didn't post this one in the group, but very similar setup. Anchor wave, trigger wave, actually big anchor wave, trigger wave. Look at that bullish divergence. I want you guys to always look for this. Anchor wave, trigger wave, trigger wave. You see how it systematically gets smaller over time? That is what you're looking for. That is, I get excited about it because that's free money, guys. That's literally free money. Not to mention, it had confluence with the close above, first of all, the regaining the 20-cent support resistance level paired with bullish divergence, paired with closing above the 50 EMA right at the cross of that, top to bottom, 10% in 11 hours. You'd still be up 8% if you're still in the trade. And, you know, certainly the support resistance level here at 22 cents, not once, but twice gave GRT some hell. So now we're going to have a big alarm set at 22 cents. So if we cross that alarm, we are going long. All right. That is kind of the cut and dry on the graph. I know people wanted to see Ondo. Let's take a quick look at Ondo. All right. We've certainly been here before. Let's start with the 2 hour. Oh, man, this chart is dirty. Okay. All the chart graffiti in the world, guys. All right. So obviously we have a big support resistance level, which makes complete sense because, okay, we need to elongate. I haven't been on this chart in a little while. All right. Let's get rid of this. All right. So Ondo is in a very large ascending. Come on, you little line. Work with me here. It doesn't want to go. Yeah. Okay. I'll just draw another line then. Ondo is in an ascending, broadening channel. Okay. Ascending as in it's going up, and broadening as it gets wide as it continues. Okay. And as you can see, we traded the hell out of this chart on the Telegram group. It did a lot of, you know, conditional type trading here. I remember this move like it was yesterday, this move up. I remember I got in that trade. I won that trade. I remember that one. All right. And here we are. We are still kind of in this range. And this support resistance level, that this yellow circle here, all right, this level is at $1.07. All right. And as you can see, rejection, rejection, rejection. All right. The $1.07 level got shut down 3 times before it broke. Significant level at $1.07. All right. We came down, and we momentarily lost it, but ultimately we reclaimed it. On the 2 hour, Ondo has closed above the 50 EMA on a 2 hour and is now fighting the 200 EMA directly after a death cross. It is pretty uncommon to see a chart, especially on a 2 hour time frame, reclaim the 50 so quickly after death crossing. I mean, normally this is a recipe for that, for breaking down and out. And I mean, and if this thing continues to creep sideways, you have to not only stay aware of the $1.07 level, but there will be a point where this point of intersection with the downtrend itself, if Ondo was to lose this ascending, broadening downtrend, I mean, that would be bad news bears. That would be very rough. I mean, this thing started forming back in February. That is kind of the you know, this thing's existence is inside this ascending, broadening channel. All right. So let's take a quick peek at the volume. Sometimes my volume kind of disappears on me. Throw some, I got a little bit of manipulation there. Bollinger Band, nothing crazy. Let's zoom in. Let's go 12-minute. Okay. Oops, not that. This. Okay. So, Ondo. So we're currently sitting at $1.20. Let me scrunch this. My trackpad's kind of freezing up on me right now. I'm gonna get out of the 12 minutes so I can draw this setup. All right. So basically, from where we are, kind of local top at 147. All right, we're gonna draw this downtrend here. We're gonna cut the fat out of it so we can have these touches there, which is like, you know, the most recent level it touched. Or if you want to draw a secondary line like this, I mean, you can if you want to, but that's kind of just noise at this point. All right, and then kind of have a little descending channel here. All right. And on the 30-minute chart, we just had a bull cross, which is good. So this thing is moving. And guys, I mean, textbook market cipher, man. Textbook market cipher. Look at this. This is the 30-minute chart, by the way, not the 12 that I usually trade. All right. Look at this. Anchor wave, trigger wave, trigger wave, trigger wave, trigger wave. See how that progressively gets smaller as the red comes down into the green. That is market cipher. That is market cipher right there. Like beautiful. Beautiful. And say you went even off this chart, off of this last dot with the close above the 50 EMA, you're talking a 10% move in 11 hours. Not bad. All right. So now let's go back to the 12-minute. This is the chart we're most comfortable on. It is cruising above the 50 EMA, but it's also getting very close to breaking out of this downtrend. Remember, if we come out here, see this downtrend that it's in, very close to breaking out of that if we're using that last move as a touch on the downtrend. So I would certainly have an alarm set there. It's already above the 50 EMA, so you kind of missed that move from here, all right? That would have been given away with the bullish divergence there. But if you're really looking for a level or a number of levels, first of all, you have to be aware of $1.07. It's actually $1.06.5, excuse me. You have to be aware of the bottom line of the ascending broadening channel. All right, when we zoom out, the channel that it's in, you don't want to miss that short if it comes. All right, because that's the overall pattern that it's in. All right, but for local levels, if you're maybe trying to scalp trade, trying to, whatever you want, let me zoom this in. Takes a second. So you can go back in time a little bit. Where did this line up? Yeah, that's pretty close. Even there and there too. So yeah, I would certainly use that top there. As you can see how many touches it has back here. 1, 2, 3 touches back there as well. And then if you want to use the bottom of this, what actually really lines up. Oop, not there. Get rid of that. Yeah, it lines up pretty good. Even pretty close with that one too. We definitely have a touch here, and we almost had a touch there. So, yeah, current conditional range for Ondo. Remember, be aware of local downtrend. Be aware of macro ascending broadening, that downtrend. Be aware of $1.22.5, and be aware of $1.16.9, basically $1.17. That would be the long. This would be the short. And if you go short, make sure we are closing below the 50 EMA on the 12-minute chart. There is your setup for Ondo. Boom. Not bad. Not bad. Mojo, why are you late, bro? What are you doing? I'm just kidding. Thanks for being here. Okay, so yeah, Tales from Crypto. I understand. Telegram is a world, man. Telegram is quite a world. So certainly, I understand where you stand, but that's why my group is private. That's why I do it the way I do it. Like, say, if you wanted to become a member of the group, you're going to send me an email, agalphagroup@gmail.com. You're going to go through the checklist, and then I am personally going to invite you into the group because it's a private group. You can't bring anyone with you. No one that doesn't have access can get in. It's a private group, and that's why I do it that way. And, there are obviously, if you search my name on Telegram, a bunch of fake groups with my PFP face will be there, and none of them are me, and they're all scam bot. Everyone has those. If you search Ben or Mario or me or Altcoin Daily, there's 1,000 fake groups, but that's why my group is a private group. So I understand, but Telegram is actually a really good app. If you think about the TON coin, it's a top 10 project in crypto based off of Telegram. Telegram is not all bad. Are there scammers on Telegram? Yes, but does that deter me from using it? Absolutely not. Just like, are there scammers on YouTube and Twitter? Yes, but that does not deter me from using them or not. So especially in the case where my group is a private group and you have to do certain things before I personally bring you in, it kind of changes the narrative a little bit. But there is the email for the group. We have been absolutely killing in the group. Yesterday, we posted so many winning trades. I already bragged about the Brett trade twice now. I'm not going to brag a third time, but damn, I'm proud of that one. That was sweet. So, I saw. Yeah, I'm still. So basically, for my deal with Market Cipher, somebody asked, I get like three or four codes for 1 year memberships every month. I haven't got. I think I already used all three for June, and I'll get 3 more in July, and I normally give them out to people in the group. So yes. JC asks, AJ, do you wait for a full candle to open and close above the EMA or just the close? No. So if say the EMA line and say a candle closes above it and the next candle opens above it, that's your ticket. All right. That's your ticket. Sweet. But awesome. So I do have a bunch of other charts, but guys, I am insanely busy today. I have a lot to get done because tomorrow I have the live stream and Big Pay from Cardano and Atrium. Big Cardano guy is going to be on the live stream tomorrow. Very excited to have him on. That's going to be cool. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for that. And then I have my members only Telegram group tomorrow at, I'm going to say 1 or 1:30. I'll tell you for sure tomorrow on the live stream. And we'll go into all the Telegram setups. We'll talk about all the trades. It'll be like a lesson. I have a lesson planned out for it already as well, what we're going to talk about. Also, I have a Twitter space tomorrow with my guy, John Vibes, and this project he's building. Wanted to help him out. He's been my friend for a long time, so why not? And then Jada and I will be filming the portfolio video for this week. It's going to be rough considering how far everything came, but we're going to continue to DCA, lead by example, and continue our DCA strategy regardless of the volatility of the market. You have to be consistent, and even if my portfolio is down, which is fine, it's a symptom of the market. It's not like it's going to be down forever. It's a testament that time takes time, and you have to be patient to be successful in this game. It's that simple. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be a very busy day, and today's a very busy day because Friday I'm going to Barcelona, going to Decipher for the Algorand conference. Big shout out to Algorand. I'm so excited. We're going to have an absolute blast. If you're someone who watches this show, I already know Everyday Algonaut and a few other people are going to be there. Reach out to me on Twitter and say, hey, let's meet up. Let's get coffee or whatever. I'd be more than happy to hang out with anyone from the chat in Barcelona. More than happy. Big shout out to Andy Philpott gifting 5 AJ Writes Crypto memberships. So now all of those 5 names can all attend the members only live stream tomorrow. I'm going to say 1 or 1:30. I'll let you know for sure 1 or 1:30 tomorrow. And then in that live stream, so it's aimed at everything in the Telegram group. And there's an open Q&A at the end. So if you're a beginner, if you're trying to learn, there's some things you don't understand. There's some things you're hesitating on. If you're not winning trades, as long as it's a mature, open conversation, guys, anything you want to talk about, open door AMA for anything you want tomorrow in the members only group on YouTube. So that's all I got for today, guys. There have been over 200 people in the show this entire time. You guys rock. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you join the Telegram group, aj@alphagroup@gmail.com. Send me an email if you haven't already, guys. We are killing it over there. That's all I'm going to say. I know I talk about it a lot, but that's because I'm proud of it, and I put a lot of work into it. It's my baby. And those of you that are in the group, I'm certainly making like a testimonial board as we speak. So anybody in the group, if you have any experiences from the group, or anything you'd like to share, please send them to me in an email because I'm working on a testimonial board for the group as we speak. So there we go. Guys, I am headed out for today. You guys rock. My name is AJ Writes Crypto. Get rich or get wrecked. Smash the like button on your way out the door. You guys are amazing. See you tomorrow. Be safe. Peace.